Hey everyone, how are you? Well, I've been working a little bit on the alleyway here. I have done three of the buildings. So these each have been UV'd, and I took them into Substance Painter, and I took them into Unity, and here they are. So what do you think? Not too bad. I mean, I'm still new to the program, but it's pretty good, I think. Um, I'm gonna hit play and I can run around in here. I'm not real happy with this ground. It's like I tried to do like a concrete thing and it's all blurry and I don't know exactly what I did wrong. So I think I may have done a bad export or something. But here are the buildings so far. So we've got got the brick and wood. I like how the wood came out here and that concrete there below the door. I like how that came out. And over here we got the wood on the door and behind the bars. It's not too bad. Oh, and I got this, which isn't too bad, but that ground, man, that concrete, I don't know. I'll have to work on that. But so far, I think so good. This is kind of what I was going for. This kind of old, dirty, rundown kind of place. So what let's do is let's work on another building. So if we go back into Blender, let's see which one we can do. How about well, there's this one here, which I think is an interesting one. This is more of a new building. This one here is kind of the older style. It's going to have brick. Let me try this one. I'm doing so well with the brick. Let me try one more. So I'm going to go to this layer. Uh-oh, looks like we got a few windows here out of place. Let me see. That's it. So let me just grab these, get them over to this layer here. All right. So what I've been doing is just combining everything and trying the old Smart UV project, and it's been working out pretty well. So what I'm going to do first is just take everything and combine it together with Control J. I'm going to take this, I'm going to select these two and put the cursor right in here and then move that origin, no, not to the geometry, origin to the 3D cursor. There we go. So it's right there. And then let's go into the UV editor. I'll frame it up, I think. Here we go. And let's see what we can do with this. So what I'm going to do is just tab into edit mode, select everything, and well, let me make sure I've applied the scale. Smart UV project. And I want to turn off stretch to UV bounds. So here we are. Not really using our UV space very well. So what I think we can do, let me turn this off and select this. And I think, well, let me go back. I just want to select this. I want to see what this is here. There it is, right there. So this piece is all of this. So this I want to split up. So I will select these edges and use seams to split these up so that they won't take up so much room. Mark seam here. And then I'll just hit, oops, no, let me try this. I'll hit L over here to select all these over here. And I'm just hitting this keep UV and edit mode in sync thing right there. So I'll UV unwrap this one like that, so they're more, so they aren't so they aren't taking up so much room. And this, let me see what this is. This is probably our pipe, isn't it? Yeah. So we could split this. So it split it right down this way. We could do that a little better, couldn't we? I bet we could. Let's select that whole thing. Shift H, frame it up. I'm going to select the edge on the back end here. Alt, click that. There's my edge, mark a seam, and then I'm going to mark a seam right, maybe right here. Well, no, I'll do it right down right on the corner. Let's see if this is going to work. Now, what I can do is select that, and and unwrap. Conformal. Okay. That may not be, I mean, if I selected this and rotated it, that may not be too bad. Something like that. Okay. Alt H, bring everything back. Now, also, I need to figure out which way these walls need to go. So I'm going to turn this on. It's already on. Okay. I'll select this. And there it is right down here. So that's in the correct orientation. This one here, yep, that's in the correct orientation because that's on the bottom. And maybe this here. Okay, this is turned 90 degrees. This needs to be on the bottom. So we hit L to select that. R9, nope, that's the wrong way. R-90, enter. Let's select that again. Yeah, that's good. So that's in the correct orientation. All right. Okay, so let's now hit A to select everything. And what I'm going to do is press Control A, Control P, and did it hold my orientations there? Let's try it. Let's see. Yeah? Yeah? And yes, okay, it held my orientations. Excellent. That's a pretty good. I think that'll work. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now, let's go back to our default view here, and now let's work on the Vertex Paint portion of this. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tab into Edit mode first, and so I'm going to select, let's begin with the roof up here because it's easy. I'll select that. Then I'll go into Vertex, and let's select this green. That didn't work. I need to select this little guy right down here. There we go. Now I've got that selected. Shift K. There we go. Tab into Edit mode. Next. How about let's select this here and Control plus and expand the selection on up to here. All right. Back to Texture Paint. Let's grab that blue and fill that. What else? Well, this top part, we need to deal with that. So I'll select this. Control plus. Whoa. That's not what I wanted. Let me try this. There we go. And then this up here. We need this. And we need this in here. Right in here. There we go. So that's selected. We'll use the red. Oh, and down here too, right? Probably, at least that's the way I've been doing it. That concrete up there I'm using down here as well. I'm not being too overly creative with this. I'm just trying to learn how to do it, learn the process. Shift K, there we go. Okay. This pipe, let's select this pipe, and we'll give this an orange. There we go. These pipes are going to be like PVC, I think, aren't they? So this is a different kind of pipe. So we'll give that a pink. There we go. The window frames need their own thing. So I'm just hovering and hitting L and selecting all of this. Oops. And this, and this piece in between them. All right. Oh, it looks like I accidentally selected something there. Okay. Oh, and as I said, that piece right there. Now this, what's the last one we did? Pink, yellow. There we go. And then the windows. Let's get these guys. Get all of these. Purple. And these colors are in no way meaningful or anything. They just happen to be the ones I chose. Okay, what else? Anything else? Oh, did I got the roof, right? The trim, the pipe, the brick, the window frames. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. All right, I think we have all of that done now. Let's go back to object mode. And I guess all we need to do is export this now, right? Greetings from the UK. Hello, we have friends that are currently in London right now, I believe. Is it London? A friend of ours, their kid is interviewing at St. Andrews and at Oxford. So, yeah, they're pretty smart. So they're in England right now. Okay, so let me export this. FBX. Selected object. We'll call this building D. There we go. Building D. And now let's take this into Substance Painter. File, new. And I'll grab building D here. All right, I think that's good. Okay, there it is. So, what do we need to do now? We need to bake our textures first, right? So bake textures. Turn off the normal because I don't need that. The brick and all the materials have kind of a normal map in them. I'll choose 2048. Color ID is going to be Vertex Color. Let's bake it. Hello from Turkey. Hello. Good to have you here. I think that's gonna work. Yeah, good deal. So if we go to our 2D, 3D and 2D, so here's the UVs right there. And there is our 3D model. Can move the light around just a bit. It's kind of like that. Let's go with that. All right. Now, let's get rid of that and let's figure out what kind of brick we want for this. Now, what have I already done? Let me go back to Unity and just look what I've already done. So I've got 2 red and a beige here. Let's see what I can find over here. So there's Cambridge Combined, Camden Blend. That's kind of nice, or have I already used that? Now it doesn't look like I've used it here. I could try that. There's also a pastel. Why don't I try that? I haven't used that yet. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to create a group. Call this brick. Drag that puppy in. And wait. I'm kind of pushing my computer here. It's at 2048. I could take this down to 1024 while I'm working on it. It might run a little bit quicker. Okay, so we've got that. Looks like the brick is all in the correct orientation. I will choose my color, blue. There we go. And let's take the UV scale to 11. Feels a little small. It's so hard to know exactly how big these things should be. That feels a little big. Let's go with 10. Yeah, let's try that. Let's add a little something to that. It seems kind of clean. Is there a color here? There's a mortar color, but there doesn't appear to be much else. Technical parameters, yeah, there's not a lot of all right, well, let's put dirt on it. Let's find something to, how about this concrete? Let's try this. I'm going to drop this on here. Add a black mask. Add a generator. And I'll make it drip. Why not? That's not quite. Let me invert it. Let me turn off the height. I don't want that. Did that help any? Still feels like it's cutting in quite a bit on it. Let me take that down a bit. No. I'm kind of surprised how much it's cutting into the brick there. Alright, well, let's try something else here. Maybe, how about the iron? Let's try this. I'm going to bring this up here. And I'll get rid of this and bring this into here like that. Alright, let me turn off the height. Once again, it feels like it's cutting in a little too much. Turn off the normal. Let me try a multiply here. That's interesting. That is way not what I wanted. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right. You kind of have to try it just to see. What about this mortar? Let's try that. Get rid of that. Drop that in there. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a little bit better. Okay, so what I will do then is turn off the height. Although it's not bad, it kind of gives it some thing. I'll increase the scale. I will move this down a bit. Just try and... Alright, let's go with that. Let's see what we can do with that. I kind of wish I could turn that color of the brick down a bit. But I don't see that I can do that. Alright. Maybe I can take the brick mortar color down a bit. Something like that. Alright. Alright. Let's now work on, how about that pipe? Let's try that. I'm going to create a new group. Pipe. And iron. Let's try that. Woo! That's quite a lot. But let's, while we have it here, let's take the scale up a bit. And, bring up the roughness just a bit so it isn't quite so shiny. And now I'll go ahead and add a mask with color like that. Oh, I missed it. Let's try that again. Let me zoom in. There we go. Okay. So we got that. Now that we've got oh, that PVC, let's try that. That looks like it could be interesting. Let's try that. Move that right in here so we can see it. And do I have some sort of PVC? I think I have a plastic PVC. I don't like the color, but we can change that, I hope, I think. All right. We'll call this a PVC pipe. And put this right in here. And like this, and like that. Now that's really, really shiny. Wow. So let's take roughness up like that. Let's change the color to kind of a that. I don't like what's going on. I think it could be because I'm down at 1024 why we're getting some of that problem there. Let's see what else we can do. Metallic, I guess we don't want it metallic, do we? Well, let's try it like that. Let's see how that works. Maybe that's a little bit too white in this very dirty alley here. Something like that. I could also throw some ugliness on it, couldn't I? Like, I don't know. throw some tarmac asphalt on it. How about steel rust wear? I don't know. Why not? Only one way to find out here. Add a black mask. Add a generator. Dirt. Invert UVing that because it's all kind of wonky. BKV. Well, let's try it. You know, I could change to 2048 just to see, but I'm going to keep going for a few more minutes here. All right, let's think about the roof. Now, I've done that pebble thing for the roof quite a few times over here. I think I need to do something else. Maybe this tarmac asphalt. Not tarmac ass, no. Tarmac asphalt. You say the funniest things when you've got people watching. Let's try this. I'm going to create a group, and let's call it roof. And let's put this in there. And I'll increase the UV scale to maybe like 9 or something like that. No, that's too much. 5. That's probably pretty good. Let's mask the color. There we go. It's actually not too bad, is it? I feel like it needs some sort of dirtiness to it. Raw slate. Yeah, why not? Let's try that. Raw slate. See what happens. Let's add a generator to it. Dirt. Invert it. Did it do anything? It didn't really do anything now, did it? I guess it did a bit. What if I increase this? Yeah, okay. And then if I take that color down, what if I take that color a little bit darker? Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Yeah, okay. And I feel like I'd like to take this down as well, so the gravel color a little bit darker as well. Something like that. Yeah. So it's more like a tar kind of thing. Okay. I just think this is cool. I really do. It's really amazing. I'm really hoping that Blender will do this as well. And I know that there won't be as many pre-made materials in Blender at least at the beginning. I know that, but it'd be cool if they would incorporate this. So, all right. So how you guys doing out there? I've been kind of concentrating here. Is it possible to paint inside of Blender instead of Substance Painter? Yes, it is. The problem is that you can't really output a PBR material or texture out of Blender yet. Supposedly in 2.8 we'll be able to do that. And that's the thing about Unity, is it has this metallic, smooth, metallic, rough material workflow. So that's what we're trying to take advantage of here. So Blender doesn't quite output that at this point in time. So let's see. Have I ever used Adobe Fuse? No. What is Adobe Fuse? Now you've got me one. What? Okay. All right. What is Adobe Fuse? I'm just going to see. What is Adobe Fuse? Create 3D models, characters. Oh, this. Are they calling it Fuse now? So this is what used to be. It's not Miyamoto. Anyway, there was a program that they purchased, right? I forgot what it was called, and now it's called Fuse. So I have not tried this yet. I tried the original version of it that was its own thing. God, I wish I could remember what the name of it was. What was name of Adobe Fuse before? Let's see. I don't remember. That's it. Mixamo. So I did try it, years ago, 2 years ago, but now that it's Adobe Fuse, I haven't tried that. Okay, I know what I'll be doing over the weekend. All right. So now this concrete here, I want to do that concrete trim. Let me get this in here. Concrete trim, and I'll use, I know I've got a fairly dirty concrete. I could try this raw slate thing again. Let's try that. And let me increase that. See how that works. I don't like how it's kind of angling there. Wonder if I could rotate it a bit like that. Oh, yeah, let's try that. Add mask, pick color. There we go. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. What else? That window frames now. Now I've got some wood in here. One thing I wish they would do here in Substance Painter is figure out a way to organize these. I haven't figured out a way to really create a folder and put things in, and so it's still just kind of hunting around. Let's see. Wood. Where? Oh, I've got this fence paint white. I used that earlier, although let me try that. Yeah, let me try this. So I'll call this window frames, and I'm going to drag this in. Let me turn off the normal and the height. And now I've just got white painted. That looks pretty good. And I'll pick that. What about that? Okay, not bad. Increase the scale. Yeah. All right. And then the windows. Let's do the window glass. Window glass. And for this, I've been using a steel. Is this it? Painted steel I've been using, and it's working pretty well, I think. Let's try it again. I've been turning off the normal in height, so it's just flat. And let's pick that purple. Move the light around here. Let's see what it's doing there. It's a little bit dark, but I don't know that that's too bad. Let me bring that up just a bit. Like that. There we go. Something like that, maybe. It's hard to know how that's going to look in the final. So, all right, let's take this and export it over there to Unity. One thing, let me grab this concrete trim. This concrete trim is somehow looking a little bit too dark. Let me bring that up just a hair, like that. There we go. Let's try that. All right, so what I'm going to do now is bring the size back up to 2048 so we can kind of see it at that resolution. And then we'll export our textures out. Oh, so you can't. So the question is, can you make materials in Blender for your models and then export the models with the material on them to Unity? Yes. However, you need to have textures as well. So, like when I bring here, let me show you what I mean here real quick. So, I've already exported that out. So let me bring that building in, that building D, into Unity. All right, let me show you what I mean here. So you can bring things in with a material, but it doesn't do you too much good unless you have a texture. And that's what we're doing in Substance Painter. Exports, building D. There we go. So this building right here, I'll bring it in. This has come in with a material from Blender. Or at least I think I did. Didn't I create a material in Blender for this, or did I not? Dang it. No, I didn't. But if I had, it would bring that material in. My apologies. The way it did it anyway here is it just slapped a Unity material on there. So let me, it's called no name here. I'm going to call it building D. There we go. So you can bring materials in from Blender, but you've got to also create all the textures to go onto the materials. And this albedo, metallic, and smoothness has a particular physically based way of presenting itself here in Unity, that if you can create your textures in that physically based world, they look a whole lot better when they come in. So that's what this is doing here in Substance Painter. In Blender, they don't have that physically based world in there yet, right? In 2.8, supposedly it's going to be there. So that's why I'm doing it this way. You can do materials, textures in Blender just like you always could. It's just you can't do it in this physically thing. This PBR world. All right. Let me see. I want to I'm having how it's going to work in Unity. Yeah, why not? Let's try it. I was going to try and change that, but let's try it. At the very least, you know, I could. All right, where's the UV scale? Here, let me try this. Let me take this down to 4. See if that helps any. Spreads it out a bit. Let me try 2. Yeah, okay. I like that. A little bit better. Okay. So, now that we've got this, let's go export these out as Unity. Metallic. Here's our Albedo, metallic, and normal. In this folder, I'll put a building D folder. And at 2048, yes, I will export these out. Okay. Now, let's bring them in over here. Unity. Here's my building. Let's bring in my textures. Where are they? They are in here under building D. Here they are. Let's bring those in. And where are they? There they are. Now, let's try and put these on. Now, I don't have a good... Let me rotate this light around so we can see this a little bit better. Okay. Now, let's put on the Albedo, the metallic, and the normal. Oops, I missed the metallic. Where'd it go? Get that in there. Fix now. There we go. All right. So how's it look? Does it look okay? Let me hit play. There we go. Yeah, see, look at that. Yuck. I don't like the PVC pipes. I need to go back and re-UV that. I think that's because of the Smart UV project. So I don't like that. Other than that, it's not too bad. These, I mean, I think it'll work. Yeah, I don't like the window frames. They look too flat and plain. I'd like them to have more wood grain kind of a texture to them. I like the concrete. I like the pipe. The pipe is good, but the PVCs and the window frames aren't quite what I'd want. But still, I mean, this is pretty incredible that you can spend a few, half an hour and come up with something like that. Let me spin my light around over here like this. Take a look at it in shadow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I hate that PVC, so I gotta work on that. But other than that, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, so we're going to be once again looking at it from up here, So yeah, I think that's going to work pretty well. These are maybe too big. I'll have to work on that. But this is why I like to bring things straight into Unity as I'm creating them, so I can really get a sense of how it's going to look, overall. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's see. Graffiti to the walls. Oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? That's an awesome idea. So now I've got to learn to be able to add graffiti. Okay, well, I'll try and figure that out. I'll work on that. I think I've got some time in a day or two I can work on that. I'll have to learn how to use the stencil and bring in a texture here, right? Yeah, I bet I can do that. That'll be fun. Graffiti. Great idea. Thank you. I like it. All right. So, thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Hope it's been interesting, fun, entertaining. I don't know. I've had fun. I am really enjoying seeing this kind of come together. It's a lot of fun. So, have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Well, take care.